Boom, monkeys, and we are live. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. Tacos and Kimchi is back. Hit it, Twinksters. If you
Boss.
that was killer, bro. I love that gong, bro. That's just gangster, dude.
I need a gong. Maybe I'll get a gong. After I make some gains, maybe I'll get a gong or something. Set something up in here.
Yeah, man. First person in the chat, Mr. Smoothbrain. Let's freaking go. And then we've got my other amigo here, freaking large and in charge. Smash the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment on the chat, monkeys. Yes, correct. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you look at the bottom of this video, you'll see Mr. Angry Twinkie's name highlighted. Click on that. It will take you over to his YouTube channel, his fucking alpha, bro. As far as fundamental analysis is second to none. Hit his data up. Dude, it's high speed. It's some good shit, man. And then we got my amigo here, Zenith. Tacos and Kimchi is back. We were actually talking about Zenith earlier today, man. We're talking about how he freaking how do I word this? About that gift token, man.
Yeah, he's got connections. That's what we were talking about. He's got some connections.
So we were actually thinking about asking you, Zenith, dude, but dude, we're on the go, homie. We're on the go. And then we got Centurion 54X. What's popping, Twinkie and Boogie? What's popping, man? Every time I think of Centurion, bro, I think of Centurion Arms, bro. Those guys make badass rail systems for fucking weapons, dude. I like those cats. Man. So what's going on in the woods on your side of town, Twinksters? What's going on
allergies
over there, man?
Yeah. Allergies, man. Pollen up here is nuts. So like feeling like I've been dragging ass the last couple of weeks. Switched my jobs. So same company, took on a different role, doing some different stuff moving forward. Still in diagnostic medicine and informatics and like just coming at it from a different angle on that. Other than that, man, just trying to get my fat ass in the gym, pick things up, put them down, spending some more seat time behind a bow as the weather's getting a little nicer. It's a little easier to be outside for longer. I'll tell you one thing, man. Most of my bows have aluminum risers. I don't like wearing gloves when I shoot a bow because it messes with the feedback in the hand, like and just how things feel.
Yeah.
Ripping aluminum in the middle of the winter sucks. So it's much more fun in the spring and summer.
No, I could probably relate to that in the sense of shooting AKs, bro. Now, me, bro, of course, I live in Texas, dude. In Texas, everything gets really hot down here, bro. I was talking to my boy one time from AK Operators Union. He's got the #1 YouTube channel for AKs. And he's from Poland, and he lives in Illinois. He used to be in the Polish army, and then he came over to the United States and became part of the U.S. Army. Joined their sniper program, and he's a reservist with them now. And I was explaining to him, dude, I really love AKs with the side folding stocks, especially with the metal side piece. He goes, "Oh, dude, it's not fun in the cold, bro. It's not fucking fun in the cold, bro. AKs with fucking metal side pieces, dude. Ouch." You know what I'm saying? And I guess you could relate to that somewhat as well, man. In the heat, dude, running a fucking AK with a non-wooden stock because it'll burn off the side of your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's more your wheelhouse, For me, it's really just having that aluminum riser in the hand. So I'll wear a glove like when I'm between, they call it ends, right? So we'll shoot like groups of 3, groups of 5, or something like that. I'll wear a glove between ends when I'm shooting outdoors, but when it's time to actually shoot, I ditch the glove because I want the tactile feedback from the string and the bow.
Okay, cool, man. You and I got to go freaking archery shooting sometime, Twinkie. You can see me fucking suck ass at it. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Don't worry. You'll run circles around me with the AK, so we'll call it even.
Yeah, well, let's move on to the memes, monkeys. We do have some pretty funny freaking memes, and we're going to talk about some interesting shit tonight. So this is going to be a fire-ass fucking stream, even though we're motherfucking winging it. But let us move on to the memes. Since this show is Tacos and Kimchi, I've got a Spanish meme, and I've got a meme related to Eastern Asia, man. So let's hit this one up, man. When your employer finds out that it's Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Here we go, Twinkie. Hopefully I don't get kicked off for this one, bro. Hopefully I don't get kicked off. Here we go.
I gonna be ninja. I gonna chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I gonna be ninja.
Dude, the guts of this woman to do this at her job without getting in trouble, Twixters.
You know what, man? I know we got some different topics queued up tonight. I wonder what was actually said and you know, sung into a mic on that one versus how much of that is like AI related fuckery on that stuff.
Or maybe it's an episode off The Office or some stupid shit, bro.
Beats me, man. Beats me. You know, like that's one of the things that I've has definitely changed for me a lot over the years. I always enjoyed reading books and the like, but you know, these days I read crypto Twitter endlessly and other things. I consume way less passive entertainment. There's like way less TV, Netflix, even movies. I very rarely watch any sort of TV show or movies these days.
That's what's different about. Well, I mean, me being a late Gen Xer, man, you being an early millennial, bro. I remember it was well within our culture to see our parents watch TV, and it's not so common anymore, bro. With us, we've kind of steered away from that, and I would only imagine that Gen Z and the later millennials have steered away from it even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna stereotype them all, right? They're all busy watching YouTube shorts and TikTok and Instagram reels and whatever else.
Good counter, man. That especially that TikTok shit. Fucking kids are addicted to that shit, man, big time. Speaking of TikTok, I am hoping Rumble buys it out, bro. If Rumble ends up buying out TikTok, bro, I'm gonna be fucking on that shit, dude.
Yeah. You can be a little more unfiltered.
Yeah, a little bit more unfiltered. Going on to the next meme. This should make some of you cats fucking laugh. You know what I'm saying, dude, this is bad, homie. This is bad. Here we go.
Like that you talk too much.
I don't like that you gave me two dads. It's confusing.
Like that.
That's low blow, Twinksters. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I get it.
So, man,
okay, Boogie, like it's the quick throwback for a second here. You know, we've talked about, you know, just like rough age estimations and like one of the things that I've noticed, especially more recently, again, just being in the crypto space, right? And like, I'm on Instagram for like crypto Instagram, very limited. The Ponke Solana meme coin guys, those guys are hilarious, whomever they are. It is crazy to me how much modern women like to look like each other, right? Like the lips, the surgeries, the whatever, the fat removal.
I saw that.
It's crazy, right? Like it's almost like everyone kind of looks like. I think back to like, you know, for me, it's like the 90s to early 2000s and how different so many people looked. These days, it's kind of like all trending in a very pinpoint direction. It's very weird to me.
Yeah, it's very consistent, bro. I think it was, I don't know who said it, bro. I think it was Fresh. He put up a video, bro, and he was showing all the girls on his panel, bro. And basically everybody's going for that KimChi look, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not for me. To each their own.
Saying?
Hey, you ain't hurting anyone. You do you.
Hey, exactly, man. Let's move on to the final meme. For you cats that speak El Españolo, you might be able to understand this. Now, Twinkie, you probably never heard of La Llorona. La Llorona is an old folktale, bro, within Mexican culture, bro.
Crying woman?
Yeah, the crying woman. And the story behind La Llorona is that her kids were starving. She was so poor and her kids were starving. So she didn't want to see her kids suffer anymore. So she took them down by the Rio Grande River and frickin' drowned them to death so they wouldn't suffer anymore. Well, after doing so, she regretted what she did. And every evening she'd go out, and one of the days she ended up drowning herself. So eventually her spirit or her ghost was seen out there looking for her children, crying throughout the night. And if she sees a child, she will end up dragging you into the river as well and drowning you. That's the folktale among in Mexican culture. So this meme's somewhat related, but nevertheless funny, man. And we got Large in charge here saying based on a true story. And then he says, I went to where that happens. Really? I didn't know there was an actual location where that happened, bro. I thought it was just a story. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard about that story, Twinksters?
I've heard of La Llorona, but wasn't familiar with it directly.
Yeah. It says, cuando empiezo a creer que no es La Llorona, when I start to understand that it's not the crying woman.
Te dije, idiota, que no te quería dar el chiquito, te lo dije. Ay, no lo aguanto. Te dije.
Awkward.
And she's crying. She's saying, "I told you I didn't want to give you the little one," and she's referring to her to she's referring to her muffler, Twinkie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got that from the vocal tonality.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You know, my Spanish is limited. It's like "Quieres
Well, dude, you
casarte
understand
conmigo?"
it. You get it, bro. You get it.
Yeah, but it's limited, right? I got to like think about it for a minute. It's like my Spanish is limited to like, you know, mas tequila, quieres casarte conmigo.
Well, speaking of más tequila and quieres casarte conmigo, let's guess who's in
And
the
like,
chat sending hate
Dame-
from Bakersfield.
Hey,
Oh my
DCC,
gosh.
what are you doing out there, brother? And like dame cabeza, right? And like that's kind of the limits of my rapid fire Spanish.
Oh yeah, dame cabeza. Dude, you got mechanics rolling, homie. Look at that shit. Oh my gosh, dude. Shout out to freaking OG, man. He's in the chat as well, man. This is one cool freaking dude, bro. We got a new cat here, man. BX Duel. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Let's make that wife changing money. And speaking about wife changing money, let's move on to Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's entailing. Boring ass motherfucking Bitcoin, dog. Vamos a ver. Let's see what Bitcoin entails. Let's get this sucker on the weekly first. Now, Bitcoin on the weekly, Twinksters, this is what I'm seeing as far as its 5-portion Elliott wave is running. Of course, we ran down here, and this is on the weekly, around Monday, the 14th of November, all the way to about April 10th. We did our 0 to 1 freaking execution on its 5-point Elliott wave sequence. Came down here to a value of about 24,142. And I remember these days, bro. And that was September 11th. You know what I'm saying? Was it September 11th? Yeah, it was September 11th, 2023 for wave 2. And then we shot back up to the recent all-time high, which was a total of 74,220. And that was on March 11th, ballpark. We came back down here to about a value of 56,402. And it seems like we're certainly oscillating sideways. I'm assuming the 4th portion of the Elliott wave is in as we go into price discovery for the 5th portion of the Elliott wave. Now, Charlie does have it set up a little bit different than I do. He has an extended wave 5. Of course, he's got more experience than I am, man. And he's more senior to me when it comes to TA. So I've got no doubts that what he's doing does make sense. I'm just deciding to keep it textbook because that's the way I see things on this chart. As far as the EMA ribbon for doggone where we're at right now, we do have a shitload of support at the area of about 58,132. And above that, where the current candle is sitting right now, is a value of 60,362, man. Now, bringing this sucker back over to the daily, because we want to see what day we are on the fucking 60-day cycle. Stop screen, present. Let me show you my daily chart. On this dummy daily chart. Here it is. And I showed this sucker yesterday. Again, current value 65,285. And we did break out of the second ascending triangle. And it does seem, if we zoom in shortly or deeply into this, you can see that we're starting to print a little bit of a doji. It is green in color, and it is still within the triangle, so we'll probably break up. Again, I don't think, Twinksters, if you look at this chart right here, man, I found this, by the way. You see this green bar right here, Twinksters?
Yeah. What's going on with that green, like that green box you got set up there?
Yeah, I only had this initial area of support, this red box over here, but then I went back to Bitcoin's history, and let me put this on the weekly so I can show you, and I found this support over here on the first top we did in 2021, and the first area of support is down here at 57,561, and then the top area is 60,000 flat. Hence why I don't think we're going to break down lower, bro, because we do have that extra area of support that I could not notice, that I did not notice till I started going backwards a little bit into the timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I want to acknowledge something I kind of been researching in the background. Shout out to Z and Agent J from DGen Roundtable for assisting me with a few questions, talking about whether or not there's an argument to be made to what extent we're really in a wave 5 coming off the 2018 cycle versus a separate 4-year cycle. It's an interesting idea. I don't know to what extent it materially changes things. I think there's a question of timing and perhaps overall peak. long story short, the argument or the question was the double top we saw in 21. Basically, a lot of people count that as like a 3 to a 4 to a 5. What if it was really a 3 to a 4, an extended 4, and we're actually in wave 5? And so I was throwing Jay and Z some questions about timing relative to Elliott waves, and they pointed me towards a few different resources I got to look at. So Z, I'll probably tap you and Jay for a follow-up conversation here we'll have soon. But I think it's a fun one to at least acknowledge, because if one person or one system had all the answers, we would all use it. And so we were certainly looking for probabilities and confluence. It was just I like contrarian arguments, just to either hear it and hey, either they got something I haven't seen or thought of and I gotta give them their due, or whatever we're thinking or seeing is proven right and their argument was wrong. So okay, you've got more confidence in the tools you're using.
Yeah, I concur. Do you have anything? Do you have a chart for that, Twinksters?
Yeah. So it's ugly. We're kind of working through it.
Man. Dude, my charts are fucking shit, dog.
Yeah, this shit gives me like visual cancer when I look at this stuff sometimes. So cool. Let me share this out real quick. Let's kind of give the audience a little bit of a sneak peek, kind of some stuff we got going on.
Sure. You want me to pull it up now, Twinksters?
Yeah. Cool. This is about as good as it's going to get right now. So got some more homework to do and some more elbow grease to put in on this thing. So right. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, drew some lines out. So just to get someone through like the visual onslaught here of some of these different things. It's always tough to look at someone else's charts when they got lines and stuff everywhere, in my opinion, versus when I draw them there, it makes more sense to me, or I understand how it got there. So what I'm focusing on here is just the Elliott wave running in the background and some of these different levels here, where in this particular case, I'm counting off the wave 1 coming off around the $3,100 odd mark bounce, and then running up to wave 3 here at around 69,000. So this shout out to Credible Crypto. I stumbled across his argument or her argument or their argument on Twitter, and I've just been trying to piece together different aspects of the puzzle. I may not necessarily align everything perfectly, so I can actually see some stuff versus just having it be a visual glob on some things. The argument is right around this zone here. What if this isn't actually wave 4 completion in this zone around this double top? What if it's like 3 to a 4 and we're really on the upward on a 5? So I'm running on a weekly interval currently. It's an interesting argument. In this particular case, the retrace, shout out to Agent Jay, who was asking me about some fib retracement. I believe off the cuff, it does pierce like a 786, which he said would be atypical, but it does respect the wave 4 retrace on this. So again, I got to put some more elbow grease into it this weekend and just continue to chip into this. But it's an interesting argument.
Well, yeah, I mean, it does seem like it's playing out the way he's talking about, but I guess the only counter argument I would have to this, man, and I've said this multiple times, and you heard me say this a shitload of times, Twinkie, I think whoever wins this next election is probably going to tell which way the market's heading. And of course, if you guys saw my last stream, you guys saw what Donald Trump said about freaking crypto. So, dude, if he gets reelected, bro, I think this chart's probably getting blown out of the water, bro. I'm seeing a 25% fucking growth on, or a jump on Bitcoin the day after he is reelected into office, bro. If that does happen and we don't get cheated out of an election again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's kind of like a crypto white swan event, right?
Yeah. That's actually a pretty damn good term, Twinkie. I'd never heard of that, bro. That is a perfect crypto white swan. So if he gets reelected, bro, you're talking about freaking Giga Chad freaking gains, homie. And so, speaking of that chart, bro, shout out to you, Twinksters, for introducing me to Rect Capital, because this is the chart I pulled up from these cats that I want to go ahead and show the crowd, bro, as to which way we are heading after the halving. And I'm sure you've seen it before, Twinkie. Pull this sucker up. Pull this sucker up right here. And if we look at this shit, every line or every blue green orange circle represents whenever the halving happened. And you could see that we did have this fucking downtrend for a good amount of time. And this is on the monthly, by the way. We saw it happen in 2016. We had that Bitcoin halving. We dumped a little bit, and then we did a Giga Chad rally. We dumped, went up, came back down to this orange circle again, another Giga Chad rally. We dumped a little bit. We did another dump this way, and now it seems we're probably going to have another Giga Chad rally. But one thing that I am noticing, Twinksters, is that in 2016, you see a giant ass fucking pump here. And then in the second time around, it's maybe about 60% as big. I'm saying.
Sure, which makes sense, right? Like one would argue the more mature the asset ultimately becomes, the less volatility we should see over time.
Exactly. So, and then the third one, I don't know what's going to end up happening. Of course, this does not have to stay consistent all the time, Twinkie. It's not law. This is just SOP, standard operating procedures. That's the way things are going to work. It doesn't always work out that way. And of course, I do believe that if the president, the 45th president, gets reelected, dude, this is going to get blown out of the fucking water, bro. I'm probably going to run hard all the way into 2025, at least around November. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I might touch myself. So
you always drop a little fucking shit like that, man.
Yeah. I just tried to little color commentary on some of that stuff. What is it, like past performance is no guarantee of like future whatever they end up saying on that front. Actually, speaking of BTC, I don't know if you caught this one in the news, but the House and Senate agreed to shoot down, what was it, SAB 121, Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, which is from the SEC. I believe that has to do with crypto accounting policies and custodianship and the like. And then Biden had previously said he would veto their resolution. So you contrast that to Trump recently saying, like, now more recently, oh, I like crypto. You know, it's interesting. They're framing themselves up as like the pro and anti intentionally, I think, on Trump's part, less so on Biden's part. I'm fairly convinced no one's home when it comes to Biden.
Yeah.
But the pro crypto president versus the anti crypto president, I don't fault me if my memory's shoddy on this one. The last time I looked, I think like the Coinbase annual reports and estimates, I believe they were arguing 1 in 5 people in the US holds crypto in some way, shape, or form. Might be on Coinbase, might be in their own wallet, but 1 in 5 Americans was the argument.
Yeah, I think it's going to become more mainstream. Dude, there's no way of fucking avoiding it, bro. There's no way of avoiding it. And I was arguing with some of my buddies at work, man. They're like, dude, there's no way fucking Bitcoin's going to become one of the mainstream fucking currencies in the world. Like, dude, it's unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to shut down all the fucking nodes? You're going to have to drone strike every single node out there in existence. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Not even China could shut it down, Twinksers, after they had banned it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the genie's out of the bottle. Toothpaste is out of the tube. There ain't no going back. Now it's just a matter of adoption rates and overall prevalence on that front. So yeah, I think the other estimate I saw today was, it was about 50 million people. So somewhere in, let's say 1/6 to 1/5, maybe, depending whose estimates you're looking at, potentially hold crypto in the US. Maybe plus minus some percentages, or at least that'll cop to it.
And fun fact, man, I was, of course, if you cats aren't in the crypto mindset, of course, you guys are missing out, man. If you guys get a chance, make sure you join the Citadel with Miguel and Charlie, bro. At least get into that, since you already missed the crypto mindset course. But I'm going to drop a little bit of alpha as to what frickin' Miguel said, as far as noticing when retail is back in the market. Whenever you see the Crow token pumping, at least at about 35 to 40 cents, bro, that's when you know retail's back. And the rest of the market's going to go up, because that is a big time normie exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Crow pumping on that one. The other one I'm kind of looking at would be aspects of Coinbase volume, Coinbase revenues, and their annual reports. Google searches and like Google search prevalence on that. Of course, different apps appearing. I'm still holding to one of the things I mentioned to you in DCC a few months back. One of the things I am watching for will be things like corporate treasuries or national treasuries, and just looking at as more companies come online and they're going to say, hey, we elect to hold BTC directly or perhaps through different other investment vehicles.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, and then it would not surprise it would not surprise me if there's major entities out there, man, buying crypto, bro, and it's not being documented. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That goes back to one of the things. Shout out to Tyler Durden on Twitter. He actually had a comment here. I need to spend a little more time researching this. According to a little snippet he posted on Twitter, and so, hey, if I read it on the internet, clearly it must be true. But he was saying that BlackRock can buy as much Bitcoin as they want from Coinbase, and all the transactions are being recorded off chain. And to be fair, okay, over-the-counter type arrangements have always existed in some way, shape, or form on that front. But the argument he had was that they can borrow Bitcoin from Coinbase to short. They're not required to show any proof they hold 1-to-1. All settlements are done in cash, and it's like 2 to 30-day settlement terms. So if
but
true, very interesting.
Wasn't it BlackRock that was dumping Bitcoin and it was Grayscale that was buying it up, or was it vice versa, bro? I think it was.
Yeah, my recollection is that really it's Grayscale exiting, basically trying to 1-to-1 convert on their side, and BlackRock has basically been a Hoover on it. So we all joke about Sailor Moon, first of his name, long may he reign. For the most part, it took him years to get to where he's at, and BlackRock superseded him. Bypassed him in what, 4 months, 3 months?
Yeah,
crazy, like just insane as far as the speed and aggression with which they have consumed like 1.5% of total supply.
Dude, wait till the fucking Ethereum ETF comes out, bro. I'm not expecting it to happen this year. Trump did say that he did talk in a negative way on Twitter about Gensler, pertaining to the way he's running the SEC with crypto and shit like that, bro. But wait till a motherfucking ETF or freaking Ethereum's fucking bot, bro. Oh my freaking goodness, dude. The alts are gonna pump so freaking hard. I'm just hoping that it happens in 2025, Twinksters. I am not of the belief that the SEC will approve it in the immediate time frame, bro, because they're just dicks like that, dude.
Yeah, and so along those lines, you got anything else you wanted to cover on the BTC chart?
No, I covered that on the BTC chart, man. We can move on to the next token.
Yeah, so I just wanted to verbally acknowledge Ethereum in this case. As I recall, they're about a week away from needing, SEC, need to decide on the Van Eck application for the ETF, and I think ARK is the day after. So we're about a week away from that. And of course, BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale also have applications with the SEC for the Ethereum ETF. Shout out to Agent J for catching this one because I missed it, but Kathy Wood and her crew, they removed staking from their application. I am speculating that's to give one less point of contention relative to their application. So one less thing to get hung up on in an effort to get the application through.
Okay, cool, man. Well, that's a mouthful. Let's see what entails from that. Let's see what comes from that. I wonder if the SEC shoots it down, we're probably going to get a little bit of a dip, man. Because I think after that one, bro, we have to wait all the way into 2025 before they try it again, if I'm correct. That's what I heard. I have not looked at the fucking at the chart on that, or the board of or the timeline on that. I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out or pull some calendars on, if it gets shot down next week or for whatever reason, when's the next round of dates.
Yeah, exactly. So let's move on to the next token, Twinksters. And of course, I know not everybody, but a decent amount of people were asking me for Phantom yesterday in the chat. One of the reasons I didn't post Phantom, bro, is because it's rallying, bro. And I mean, I don't really want to show it. And then people mistakenly buy it because they don't watch my full fucking stream, bro. When in reality, I like buying red candles instead of fucking green candles. But for today, for instructional purposes only, let's check out freaking Phantom to see how everything's running over there. And it does seem like it is pamping hard, man. Current value is exactly at about 80 cents on the daily, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at those candles of the last 2 days there. Awesome.
Yeah, and you can see we had a decent time to oscillate sideways, and then we got this fucking Giga Chad candle over here. We grabbed this measuring tool, and we go from the bottom to the top on that candle alone, 20%, bro. Adding today's candle together, 30%, bro, in 2 days. So let's activate the Bollinger Bands on this bitch, bro. See if it's overheated or not. Let me see. Where's my... You go. And there you go, son. Look at that shit. You can see that the green candle, or in my fucking chart, the aquamarine candle, almost made contact with that white line. Immediately when that shit happens, bro, we do shrink to the downside. It's very rare that we make contact with that white line or pierce past it, because once we do, bro, boom, we start reversing and we start moving back to the first standard deviation. And you can see that's what the current candle is printing right now, because it got a little bit too overheated. Now, shout out to Miguel. Miguel did drop some alpha on this shit. He did state that on Robinhood, man, in the United Kingdom, Phantom is available for trading over there. I'm hoping that they bring it over to Robinhood here in the United States as well. And I think once it gains main attraction, bro, a light like Solana, you're going to see a lot of memes on this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we activate our EMA ribbon on this bad boy, what's weird though, Twinkie, the EMA ribbon at the top is red and the bottom portion is yellow, which usually entails that we're bearish, dude. But the Giga Chat candles and the buyers like, we don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? they're still buying it the fuck out of it. And you can see that the 200 EMA down here is almost making contact with this area of support of about 59 cents. Now, let's bring this sucker over to the weekly. Let's see what it entails on the fucking weekly, man. Let's go over to the weekly, son. Turn all this shit off and look at this. On the weekly, first area it does need to compromise right now would be shit, bro. It doesn't have a lot of resistance if you really look at it, Twinksters. Historically, you don't see a lot of resistance. Next spot of resistance would probably be here at about 91 cents. And once we break past that, reviewing its history, it would be about $1.07. So those are the next areas we need to beat it on the weekly. And of course, after that, we can look at the charts again. But after that, you're talking about maybe $1.63, bro. I have no doubt in my mind this sucker is at least going to $16, bro, in the future. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Unless something bearish happens. You know what I'm saying? I think Charlie, via Fibonacci retracement, he went ahead and he retraced it back to about $8, give or take. Miguel did about 14, and I got it at about 16 to 18, bro. At one point in time, I had it at 21, but of course, the chart started changing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think that's a key detail there. So for anyone maybe who's newer to the crypto space, one of the big lessons I learned in 2021, we've had time to just develop skills and knowledge on that front, is don't move price targets just because the market's running hot. That's definitely some greed got me in some aspects of it. I'm glad I was able to do some stuff on the Solana chain to help take some profits and repad my bags a little bit coming up for this cycle. Man, oh man, if I had just stuck to more of my original game plan and so I've got different multiples I will be DCing out chunks at, but also looking at things like what are the charts showing, what are the volume showing, what's pi cycle top and the showing on that. So don't let your greed get the better of you. If you got a target, okay, you don't have to take it all out, and I'm certainly not going to take it all out. I have, if it hits a 5x, take this amount out. Hits 10x, take this next chunk out. Rinse, repeat.
I concur, man. Now, one of the setbacks about Phantom Twinkie, fucking my MetaMask is popping up. I wanted to show Spooky Swap. Fuck no. One of the setbacks, bro, about fucking Phantom, dude. And dude, it's so fucking tempting, bro. Especially when retail comes back and you see Crow come back to 35 cents, bro. And you see money coming back into Phantom, and you go over to fucking Spooky Swap and you see 135% APR, bro, on Spell fucking Phantom. People are gonna ape into those motherfucking pools, bro, and get their asses fucking wrecked. And that's what happened to me last season, dude, or last Bitcoin cycle, last bull cycle. Dude, I went too deep into the fucking liquidity pools, bro. And you got to be on that shit every fucking day, bro. Which is right. Yeah, bro. And that will wreck your fucking Phantom bag, bro. You'll end up with some fucking Kirby token or some Geist token or some Polter token that doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so in principle, you'll in theory, you'll make some gains, right? But there's the whole conversation surrounding impermanent loss, or you wind up with tokens. And basically, was it Blue Kirby a few months back, where they got tired of getting into Twitter firefights with people, so they packed up shop and said, "I'm out." Deuces. Yeah. The risk there ain't worth it. I got a few things that I'm going to throw up here if you don't mind. Let me share out. So
let me show these cats the Spooky Swap chart really fast.
Yeah. Do the thing.
We didn't mention it. I do want to talk about this, bro, because dude, because I do know that new people are in the Citadel, and I do know new people are in the fucking new crypto mindset course, bro, and they're gonna fucking go ape shit when they see all this stuff. Now, here, can you see this, Twinksters? Are you capable of seeing this? These are the liquidity pools on Spooky Swap, and you could see that this one, for example, the USDC Phantom, a noob would clearly hop into this shit and get wrecked because they see that 97%. You know what I'm saying? And I used to fucking farm these motherfuckers, bro. And I used to make decent bank off of it, but then I stopped paying attention and my ass got wrecked. So a safer play that you can go to is go over here to stake Boo. And basically you turn your Boo into X Boo, man. And you get about 11.42% APR on your Boo fucking bags. And right now you can earn a Mutsky or Polter. And it's single-sided staking. So it's not as risky as freaking liquidity pools, but Boo is a scarier token, or a more volatile token for people that are aping into the Phantom ecosystem. Go ahead, Twinkie. Tear it up, man.
Yeah. So let me share out a little bit of info on this stuff. Cool. All right. So shout out to the guys at Masari. I periodically reference some of their research. They've got this nice summary on the state of Phantom. I'm just going to jump down to the summary just to keep stuff moving. So they are referencing the upgrade to Opera and the new chain, aka Sonic related stuff rolling out. They do acknowledge that there were through this report like the multi-chain hack, and okay, now we've got a canonical stable coin, so USDC through the wormhole. I would anticipate us getting native USDC directly to Phantom at some point in the future. They do call out quarter over quarter growth, so market cap shot up by 100% quarter over quarter, 24% in average daily active addresses, 59% growth in total value locked. Stablecoin market cap went up 39%. And DEX volume up 64%. So we're seeing a solid increase in every metric on Phantom.
Twinkie,
So
can you explain to the boots, bro, what DEX volume means?
Decentralized exchange volume. So transactions happening on places like Spooky Swap, some of the other exchanges that are out there, like Mummy Finance and some of the other ones. I'm usually Beats, formerly Beethoven X.
Roger that.
I'm sure there are other exchanges out there too, but those are, my frequent visits on the Phantom network. So the other cool thing that the Phantom Foundation put out was for the upgrade to Sonic and Opera and the rollout of the tech, basically for Sonic Tech. They posted this upgrade dashboard. And so in this particular case, the chain will be officially upgraded once over 2/3 of the network staking power transitions. And you can see that at about 2.7% right now. It looks like the graphic broke here recently. Earlier today, it was at like 2.6 when I looked at it. So now it's creeping its way up to 2.7. Let me see if I get a refresh on it, if it'll give us the graph. There we go. Got some pretty blue colors. Cool. Yeah. So, okay. 26.38 is the current update and 25 of 60 nodes updated. So pretty cool. I'll throw the link here in chat if anyone wants to eyeball it, as we get to watch the upgrade and roll out some of the Sonic stuff on that front. The other thing I'm going to call out too is if you're in the Austin, Texas area, they've got an after hours party or event for down at Consensus. I know Michael Kong will be speaking there. Beers and barbecue with Michael Kong. If I was closer to the area, I might try to stop in on that. But if any viewers are in that neck of the woods, might be worth trying to grab a ticket and check it out.
Twinkie, if I show up there, bro, and he'll probably tell me, "You're that motherfucker's been talking shit about me, man, telling me to get my head out of my ass." Huh?
yeah. He's like,
because I know you, motherfucker. I know what you look like without your mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or I know your voice. Like, fuck out of here.
And by the way, Twinkie, I mean, I fucking love Phantom, bro. Actually, Phantom is my favorite L1 out there. I mean, I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of Hexicans with this. I just love the fact that it comes with new tech, bro. Don't get me wrong. I love Pulse Chain. I love the Pulse Chain community, the Hex community, bro. But I've always liked fucking Phantom, bro. Of course, I've never liked the fact that we've dealt a lot with the China. Well, we've been dealing a lot with the Chinese as far as the Phantom community has been doing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you, man.
Especially with that multi-chain bridge freaking compromise that we had. I don't like calling it a hack because it wasn't really a hack. It was more of a
it's a compromise. Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to mother freaking MA. Crow is going to make us money, bro. Hey, man, you made that rhyme. I concur. 110%. And here's an alpha that freaking Twinkie was dropping as far as the Phantom Foundation goes via Sonic status. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a meme coin, Twinksters.
Oh.
Yeah, S-Goat. Now, this is a risky play, cats. Mind you, it is a meme coin, son. It is a meme coin. But you and I, Twinkie, were having this conversation that once Sonic Phantom goes up or the Sonic Opera goes live, that there may be a possibility that people will be looking to create more memes within the cycle, bro, and look at other chains to do so. Of course, it's been happening a lot within the Pulse Chain ecosystem. I do think that we're also going to get the same thing within the Phantom ecosystem, especially when people realize the speed that this motherfucker brings. You know what I'm saying? One of the tokens that you and I were bullish on was none other than freaking S-Goat, which is down at the moment, but does seem like it's starting to rally again. If you look at the Bollinger Bands on the daily, we almost made contact with a second standard deviation. Of course, that's the only thing freaking Deck Screener lets me show. It doesn't let me put up the other style Bollinger Bands I enjoy. And you can see that we're starting to rally to the upside, and we already beat that 20 moving average, and we're now going to start using it as support. I'm assuming that this sucker is going to continue rallying. And for you cats that don't freaking know, S-Goat in itself, if you go stake on their website, let me see if I can pull it up here. No, it's not showing me.
So
it's showing me the classic method.
So I'm just like flipping through Phantom Goat, the Phantom Goat, who's responsible for S-Goat and the like on that. He's got a post on his Twitter. Are you coming to Austin for Consensus? I'm throwing an event at a shooting range where we will have multi-chain logos as targets. I am not kidding. Goats and Guns 2024.
This guy's trying to lure him, and Kong are trying to lure me in, man.
It's a ploy. It's a hit.
Yeah, and we're also going to give away these Phantom fragrances out there, bro. You should definitely come out here. Yeah, that's when I know, bro. They're setting up a trap for me. You know what I'm saying, dude? Now, since we're dropping a lot of alpha monkeys, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel. This motivates me to keep dropping alpha for you cats. This motivates my homie here, Twinkie, dropping this alpha. Again, as stated, being redundant. Looking below this video, you can see Twinkie's name highlighted. Click on that link, and it will take you directly to his YouTube channel. This cat drops freaking badass fucking fundamental analysis. Returning back to the S-Goat chart, as you can see, it does seem that we're starting to rally to the upside. We may have some immediate resistance here at this area of about 35 cents. Now, mind you, I do think that this cycle is going to be a meme cycle or the whole season, man, all the way into 2025. But I think the tokens that have utility that are memes are the ones that are going to be the most valuable. That's just speculation, though. And if you do stake out your S-Goat, you do end up getting some airdrops. Of course, they are currently working on the speedy airdrop that they're going to airdrop for some of us. I do have a decent bag of freaking S-Goat. Decent, not big. You know what I'm saying? And I do intend to capitalize on this shit. I'm hoping that it continues freaking going to the upside. Of course, we did have that freaking immediate dump. Let's see where the rest of the Phantom ecosystem takes us, bro.
Yeah, so a quick comment on that whole Speedy token, because I too staked some S-Goat in an effort to earn Speedy token. The distribution protocol they use for Speedy was, I'm just going to say hacked. I'm still poking around trying to understand this one a little bit better. They're using Hedgy Finance. I know they've got like a Medium article I haven't had the opportunity to sift through. They've got a bunch of people auditing their code again moving forward. They do highlight the way through which they were attacked on it. It was basically a $48 million hack. So I don't know how much they got away with or they were able to recover. But basically the quick summation I read was that the attacker exploited a flaw in a contract allowing them to drain an initial 1.3 mil based on a flash loan. And currently it looks like it resulted in at least a $48 million loss. So for many of us who are expecting to get Speedy, we are in principle owed Speedy, but there is no Speedy to necessarily dish out to us.
Yes, exactly. So where did you find that alpha, Twinkie? Did you find it? Who was it? Where did you get it from? Did you get it from crypto Twitter?
I actually got that from Telegram, which led me to Twitter, which led me to Hedgy Finance.
Dude, you definitely got to post that up on your Twitter page, homie. That's some other freaking alpha, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll throw that up here shortly after tonight's stream.
That would be gangster. Zenith here, it's the feds trying to honeypot Boogie. Could be, man. Could be, bro. Not that I'm doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever. All right, man. Speaking of freaking memes, dog. Let me pull up the pulse chain chart because I thought I had it ready. And I wanted to go into pull up pulse because it's only freaking customary that if we're on my channel, we always cover pulse chain to see which way the market's heading over on PLS, even though I did cover it yesterday. Present share screen. Let's go over to pulse chain, son. All right, pulse chain's current value is approximately 4 zeros and a 5967. We are oscillating sideways. As far as its 20-day cycle goes, we're at approximately day 13. I did mention this yesterday. I do think we topped out here on day 3 where we made contact with this resistance point of about 4 zeros and a 6529. I am expecting, of course, this is speculation, and none of this is guaranteed, and I'm not Miss Cleo. I am expecting for us to at least retrace down to this area of 4 zeros and a 5480. Now, if I had some extra dinero, I would be DCAing now into pulse chain because the value is amazing. And I did show this off yesterday that if you drop in only $59.67, that gives you 1 million pulse chain. So boom. I'm saying, let's see what $100 gives us. That'll give you 1.675 million pulse chain. So, hey, it's not a bad deal, man. I remember when this sucker was at least 100, dude. So, again, it is at a fabulous freaking price. Now, if we go to the weekly on this bad boy, turn all these freaking drawings off, re-verify that I'm on logarithmic, you can see that we still have this area of support. If I start if I start drawing right now, everything's going to pop up, but we do have this area of support here at the downside, man. We still haven't made contact with this area right here, these candles, which would be the next area of support at about 4 zeros and a 4668. And then if we go lower than that, you're talking about 4 zeros and a 3913. I don't think we'll go down that low. We'll only be so lucky. I know Hexicans don't want to hear that, bro, but I would actually enjoy that because it gives me a better buying opportunity, if anything. I still can't negate the fact, Twinksters, that we do have a strong community within the Pulse Chain ecosystem. And we still have a fearless leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And I believe he's got a hearing in October, right? So I'm personally barring Richard and his legal team saying, hey, you got a slam dunk case, whatever, go do whatever you want to do. I don't see Richard streaming between here and there. Realistically, maybe we might get some clips or something. I got to believe it's going to be pretty tightly regulated or handled in conjunction with his legal to make sure he doesn't step on any landmines. I'm not expecting a whole lot of pulse chain movement between here and there personally. I'm sure some folks are going to be really salty about that one. I hope to be proven wrong. I would love to have, a giant Hulk dick skyrocketing out on some, make some gains and roll that into some stuff. I just don't see it under current conditions. Now, granted, October is both right around the corner and forever and a day away in terms of that crypto life. But we'll see what goes down. I ain't selling any of my bags. In fact, I continue to DCA in here and there. The bulk of my large bags are packed, but I continue to top up and pack some side bags.
Situations like these is what makes millionaires, Twinkie. When everybody's scared is when people should be buying. Of course, this is not financial advice, bro. And it is scary buying at the bottom, bro. But I do think we'll get rewarded for that. Mind you, we do have a leader that's still out there, and we still have a good community, even though the FUD is strong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Even from prominent freaking OG Hexicans, bro. Even they're spazzing out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think realistically, am I buying the dip or am I throwing money down the drain? Right? Like that. Yeah. That's you find yourself having those moments. And if you are concerned enough about it, I would argue you are potentially over allocated into one token or one ecosystem or the like. And you may want to consider some level of diversification.
Yeah. And that's why Miguel and Charlie always teach, bro, that half of your bag should be at least Bitcoin or Ethereum, bro. So you can keep that mental stability. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't end up freaking spazzing out too freaking hard, dude. Speaking of Pulse Chain, Twinkie, you had some supernatural shit you wanted to talk about, man. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when you were conducting that exorcism, bro? Tell us about that.
Yes. So in this particular case, I had the holy text of the Christians and the like. I had some spare holy water loaded in a super soaker. Got my rosary beads, and hey, I ain't hating on any faith. If you have seen stuff like Constantine, cool. Anyway, so actually, so a little before the stream, Boogie and I were talking. I guess in roughly, I don't know, what is it going to be like 8 hours, less than that, realistically speaking. The Vatican is going to have some sort of announcement or updates and like they're going to have a press conference about supernatural entities and like apparitions. There's been some chatter about aliens being discussed as part of this Vatican press conference. Quick side note, Boogie, you mentioned Miss Cleo. I wonder how many of your viewers remember Miss Cleo or were even around for Miss Cleo to be a thing. I vividly remember Miss Cleo. But there's a
remember in the chat, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was you. I heard you slip that one in. Let me just do a quick screen share again on this one, Boogie. So just so people can see. People can see the article. I'll throw the link here in chat here very momentarily.
Constantine's second movie is coming this year, says MA. Well, before I show up your chart, I do think Mel Gibson, bro, he's coming out with the second movie for the Passion of the Christ, which is based on when Christ himself goes and visits hell to take all the people that were in Hades over to heaven and separate torment with doggone paradise. It's going to be intriguing, bro. Speaking of that, I just had to bring it up, bro, because that's
Yeah,
intriguing.
yeah.
I do want to check out that movie. Let me put this up on stage for you.
Yep. Cool. So Vatican set to have a press conference to discuss supernatural phenomena and apparitions at Friday press conference at 6 a.m. Eastern. So they'll present guidance on new provisions from the, hopefully I'm saying this correctly, Dicastery for the Doctrine of Faith, according to a news release on this. Will surround apparition, blah, 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 supernatural or spiritual advisors. And I think the last time the Vatican discussed anything of this nature in a very public setting was like the late 70s. I think it was 78, realistically speaking. Yeah, here we go. 1978 on this. So very interesting. I guess when y'all wake up in the morning, if you're on like East Coast time or in the US, might be interesting to see what the Vatican has to say about guidance and or confirmation or refuting things like supernatural entities, apparitions, and like. And so, Boogie, I know you and I have been talking a little bit behind the scenes about stuff like spirits and aliens, right? So
Dimensional beings, the way
yeah. Are they coming from off planet? Or are they coming from another dimension? So
well, to cite Tucker Carlson, man. I'm sure a lot of you cats saw that one episode he did with Joe Rogan, and he cited how Alex Jones has actually been very consistent about the things he's been talking about. From they're putting chemicals in the water, turning the frogs gay, which did turn out to be freaking true, dude. To these other unidentifiable what does the feds call it now? They're not calling it UFOs, they're calling it UAPs or something of that nature.
Yeah.
And he did cite that they're not intergalactic beings, but they're interdimensional beings. So related back to the Bible and things of that nature, the Bible does talk about things like that. Of course, let's see what the Vatican says about it. See what alpha they drop on that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm super curious. Like, I just want to hear what they have to say. We'll see if there's anything cool in tomorrow's conference.
Before you know it, bro, we'll become a Ghost Hunters podcast, bro. The Tacos and KimChi show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll hit the bricks and run them down.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, and related to AI, bro, I did post up something on my Twitter that I want to show you cats related to freaking AI, which I think is rather intriguing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Her. I remember I went out on a date and we went to go check out this movie, bro. And this was back in what year was this, bro? Early 2012, something of that nature. And it was based on AI, bro. And I wanted to show this video on this bad boy. Go back here. And this is new chat GPT voice laughs and reacts to you. And it sounds a lot like the movie Her, bro, when I saw it. Very similar, very, very similar. Let's play this.
Awesome. Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
OpenAI? Huh? Sounds vaguely familiar. Kidding, of course. That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Well, it's for a software engineering role, but I just need to know, do I look presentable, professional?
Well, Rocky, you definitely have the I've been coding all night look down, which could actually work in your favor. Maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the bad genie smile. Your enthusiasm is what's really going to shine through.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to throw this on. What do you think?
Oh, Rocky, that's quite a statement piece. I mean, you'll definitely stand out. Though maybe not in the way you're hoping for an interview.
Okay, I got it.
That's wild, bro. If this shit is real, bro, that is fucking wild, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you for saying if this is real, because, again, it's on the internet, so it must be true. I don't know, man, it's kind of depressing when I actually sit down and look at that in a lot of ways.
Maybe it's the vibe of the music in that video, bro, that makes it sound depressing.
No, I'm just going to go, it's depressing. Humanity's doomed. Like, okay, so it's interesting if that's legit, right? And it can recognize things on camera and make associations, right? Very intriguing, realistically speaking. Two is the virtual, more virtual girlfriends, virtual wives, which will then get what onto like the humanoid sex bots, right? And then like
Oh,
huma-
that's inevitable, man. You know that's gonna end up coming down the pike, starting in Japan, homie, and in Korea. You know what I'm saying?
humanity is doomed.
Yeah, yeah. I think that. Well, yeah, I could see that happening, bro. But look, I'll say this, Twinksters. For example, let me make a Second Amendment argument based on this, bro. I've heard people say, well, because I'm a huge proponent of them legalizing full autos. And one cat told me, so you're okay if somebody walks into some location with an M60 and starts mowing people down. And first and foremost, dude, an M60, bro, if they were legal here in the United States, of course they are, if you get a $200 ATF tax stamp fee and pay $80,000 for the damn weapon. But let's say you could get them off the shelf, bro. You're not going to pay $1,200 for that, bro. Or you're not going to pay $1,500 for that. A platform like that, or a PKM per se, that's easily going to run you anywhere from $32,000 to about $60,000, bro, because it's a lot of freaking moving parts and a lot of machinery, bro. Not to mention the chain links that you have to add to the freaking belt-fed weapon and the ammunition that you're going to have to carry on that platform. And it's just not going to be economically viable to go commit crimes with something like that. Know what I mean? Is it possible? Yes, but likely no. Usually criminals don't do that. If you look at certain statistics out there, the most commonly used round in crimes is actually 22 long rifle, believe it or not. Why? Because it's the cheapest, and it's the cheapest handgun out there, or the cheapest freaking doggone. So I guess the argument I'm trying to relate to this is, will individuals that are stuck at home, bro, that eat nothing but Cheetos, are working at McDonald's with a dead-end job, really drop 40, 50,000, bro, on an AI girlfriend that's not that's still subject to being freaking having bugs in it? You know what I'm saying? That's my only question about that. I know over time it'll become cheaper, but I would imagine that synthetics are very expensive, bro, especially for lifelike skin and eye movement, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, like all of a sudden, like you got to be balling a little bit, right? Or save your way up into it, or trade your way up into it, right? So it'll start with like, hey, here's your AI girlfriend app, right? And then it'll progressively go from there. Or like AI only friends, girlfriend app, some weird combination of like whatever all that is. Video games, right, will be another kind of garden for that type of tech where it'll be deployed and evolve quickly. Yeah, stuff is gonna get crazy, man. You know, I'd like to hope that humanity finds a way to pull out a giant W in the grand scheme of things. I don't think so. I think the depravity and the hopelessness is going to accelerate. Like, if you make it, I only see two paths personally for most of us. And I think anyone who's tuning into this is like had that inkling and has chosen the path they at least want to try to walk and traverse. Either you're going to fucking make it, or you are going to be a slave to the system.
Yeah, and I don't know what percentage of males get to reproduce, bro. Historically, I think it's only like what 40%, 30% of the males.
40% or less. Yeah.
So I think this may be the turning point for a lot of the male population to end up freaking dying out, bro, because of that, because they can't conquer their own weaknesses of dudes falling in love with something that isn't real. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, one would argue is AI really sentient or not, and that's a whole argument within itself, bro. That we will never end here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and who knows, right? So like, yeah, like once we get to the AI Terminator sex bot madness side of things, that's potentially coming in the future. Just send the fucking asteroid. Let's get this over with.
Oh yeah, man. We got here Moonpill Rational Optics. Each of the freedoms were given to us, not to harm or act like an idiot. Each were given so we could prevent anyone from taking them from us. Speech, representation, confiscation, etc. Now, talking about AI and stuff like that, bro, and talking about that depressing video that I just posted up, which I think it's mostly the music that made people depressed, dude, about that. Let's take turns. Let's take a turn to something a little bit fucking funner, and let's talk about the next fragrance of the day, Twinkie. And
do tell.
Drop some alpha for you cats. This is fucking a clone of, I think it's Creed Melissa Imperial or something like that. It's a gold bottle, and that is Club de Nuit Milestone. You get a huge melon vibe off this. I've already gotten about 5 compliments of this bad boy, and some of my homies at work want to go ahead and buy it. Now, what's the big ass alpha about this, bro? It's only $30 on motherfucking Amazon, homie.
How's the projection on it?
Yeah, about 2 feet. lasts on your skin for about 5 hours, bro. So a little bit of overspraying will really take it the long way, all the way up to 10 hours, man. This shit is good, dude. Scale 1 to 10, what do I freaking rate this? Of course, it is a dupe and it is a clone, but I'd rather take this dupe and clone over Creed's freaking Millicine Imperial because that one's like $300 and it only lasts 30 minutes on your skin. I would give this a solid 8, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, solid 8. I'll take this clone any day, bro. And mind you, Twinkie, you've heard me say this. I have no problems paying top dollar for freaking high-end fragrances, but not if the motherfucker doesn't last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's part of the gimmick, right? You might as well like have a subscription, to the stupid cologne at that point in time, right? You want something that's gonna like quality, like stick around. Like, hey man, you got to re-up. So $300 last 30 minutes, man. They're gonna have you burning through those bottles.
Yeah, man. And they only provide 100 ml bottles, bro. They don't give you the bigger bottles. Let's screw that, man. I'm like, dude, I'll just go with the cheapie, bro. I'll go with the clone. Yes, it's not the real thing, dude, but dude, I don't have to constantly be respraying all the damn time, bro. And people have argued, Twinkie, that these can be cancerous, dude. So food for freaking thought. Only put a little bit on your skin, put majority of it on your clothes, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Just don't shower, don't bathe, go natural.
Yeah.
Like avoid the chemicals,
Yeah, bring plague back to this country, right, bro? Well, speaking about freaking fragrances, bro, and being a chat about it, let's talk about your favorite meme token, Twinkie. And which token are we talking about?
Yeah, it's got to be Giga Chad.
Yeah.
So for anyone who tuned in, was on some of the Telegram groups, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I caught this one around like 15 mil market cap on this, so it's been doing okay. Plus, it makes me laugh, man. It's just like people know Giga Chad, right? Everyone knows what he looks like, the black and white photo of the dude, and it's got some staying power. I was like, meme. Benchmark for a meme. Is it kind of funny? Does it make normies laugh? Does it make me laugh? Okay, there might be something there. Now, what are the economics surrounding it?
Yeah, let's check out the Giga Chat chart, bro, entailing that. Yeah, I remember you told me about it, Twinksters. The thing is, I was too allocated another meme coin, so I never got a chance to ape in. Now, for you cats that don't know, Giga Chat is on Solana, son. It is on the Solana blockchain. Current value is at about, what's that? 40% of a penny, 2 zeros and 4 zeros. That's about 40% of a penny ballpark. But if we take a measurement and we go over to the weekly, from the bottom to the top, damn, son, not bad.
Not bad at all.
How far did it go up, man? You're talking about, whoa, shit, bro. 3,225,000, 227%.
Yeah, I didn't catch that part of it, brother. Wish I did, but I didn't catch it that early. But interesting story. Like having been sitting in their Telegram for a while, basically got launched by the devs. Devs took their money and ran, and the community kept it alive. So a few other things that kind of jump out at me is the amount of locked liquidity that the community has put together. Like it's close to just shy of $1 million under locked liquidity on that front. It's definitely had some staying power. They've got a clothing like apparel line that the community is putting together. They've been slapping up stickers. They had a presence
that they actually hold the handle on Twitter and Instagram, right?
Yeah, they somehow got the @GigaChad handle on Twitter. Like, I don't know how they pulled that off, but they did. So cool. I suspect though, if you caught that early, like 311 billion%, like, hey, just give me the damn handle. Here's a stack of cash. Go away.
Yeah, bro. Damn, son. Going back to the chart, bro. Shit. This is it on the weekly, bro. And you can see that it popped up. Dude, it looks like we are in Elliott Wave 3, Twinksters.
Yeah, here's to hoping, man. Here's to hoping.
That's one. Come down here. And it's still traveling on its Elliott Wave 3, bro. We still got room to fucking go to the upside, bro. I mean, I don't know which way it's going. What value did you get it at, Twinkie? What market cap was it at?
Yeah, so about 15 mil.
So you've already more than doubled your investment because it's at 39.2 million market cap. And if we were to drop $100 right now into freaking Giga Chad, we would get about 24,443 tokens, dog. So, wow. And on which exchange did you get it on? Radium, Twinkie? Is that what you used?
Yeah, Radium.
Yeah, man. Solana's definitely going to do a good run, bro, for the memes, at least what I believe. And you could see that, dude, we've got a major area of support here of about 21% of a penny. And then from there, it would possibly break down to this area down here, bro, at about 3 zeros and a 10. So it would not be a bad idea, Twinkie, just in case if there's a minor Black Swan event, that if it does come down here, it's time to re-ape in again. So a good little class on deck screener, bro, as to how to freaking set alerts would be gangster, bro, because I think if it does come down here, I don't think it will, but if it does, that would be a dope buying area, bro. Because of course it is a meme token, Twinkie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll revisit that topic. I want to, update that video and recut that video. I'll probably should get off my ass and do some Instagram shorts and the like. Yeah. I'll cover that on an upcoming stream. Just setting up Telegram alerts for anyone who's interested in that type of stuff. Stay tuned for a forthcoming stream over on my channel covering that. I like it because I can have Telegram on my devices, on my PC and the like, and I will get a notification wherever I am. Also, too, because it's linked to Deck Screener. Let's hypothetically say you wanted to do it in US dollars. So give me an alert when Giga hits a particular price point against the dollar. It can do that. Also, if you want to do it as a ratio, hey, give me a price alert when Giga hits so many Solana units, then it can throw you an alert on that as well. So you can actually set up for the dollar or the ratio for the pair.
Yeah, I think this token's going to be, dude, I think you picked the winner, Twinkie.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. So like I was looking at this.
Giga, dude, the Giga Chad, bro, dude, Wojak, Pepe, and Giga Chad, bro. They're just fucking popular within the meme space, dude. You know what I'm saying?
So here was kind of my argument when I was putting some of this together and just really thinking about this. Do I think it is a stronger meme than Pepe? Probably not, in all honesty. Do I think it is potentially stronger than just a boatload of what I would argue is dumb shit, like Slurf, if you remember how that one got botched. Stupid shit like Baby Dogecoin or Myro or literally a coin named Meme Coin. Yeah, personally, I think they are. Maybe not right now. And look, I can certainly be wrong in this kind of stuff. But my point there was if Giga Chad's sitting at 40 mil and the stuff I think it is better than like Book of Meme Bohm, which is sitting at around 700 mil. Do I think it's better than that? And like Book of Meme is almost it's like 770 mil, 780 mil. Let me round up to 800. Do I think it's better than that? Yeah. And so that coupled with the fact that they're doing things like printing out QR code stickers to take people to the Giga Chad page and slapping them up around different towns and cities and different places. They had a presence in Times Square for a digital billboard for one day. They've got an apparel line. The community is actually pretty strong on this one. So I hope to see them continue to do good things. Ideally they are part of my escape plan. That said, I did not ape all my money in. Friendly reminder, folks, you should only be investing that which you can ultimately afford to lose and are willing to lose on some of these positions, especially when we start talking about memes. I threw in a few $100 and I said, fuck it, I'm going to let it ride. Either it goes to Valhalla or I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, man. Dude, it looks like it's doing freaking fabulous, Twinksters. Reviewing the chart again, I have to show this, bro. It may be, check this out, bro. Check this out, Twinksters. I want to show this to you. It may be that we have, of course, you saw what I did with the Elliott wave, right?
Yep.
So I came down here, I went up here, pulled back over here, and then I said that we're still traveling. It could be, I could be wrong. It could be that this was the third portion of the Elliott wave. We shot back down here, and we're now in number 5. We're slightly going to break out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you could argue that this little freaking candle body right here could be the end of Elliott wave number 5 before we start collapsing into an A, B, C wave. You know what I'm saying? And if it does come down to the C wave over here, it could possibly be in this area, on the area that I cited. I'm hoping. Now, dude, I know I see 109, 112 people here in the chat. Is right now a good time to buy Giga Chad? F no, bro. It's too overheated in my opinion, bro. We do need to see retrace a little bit before we buy in. If you are FOMOing and you feel that you need to put in a little bit of money, dude, do 5% of your bag, bro. If that's what you want to put in, bro, to get rid of some of that FOMO, bro. But I would wait for it to retrace. And mind you, this is a risky asset. Do not do more than freaking 3% or 2% of your portfolio, bro, because your ass will get wrecked, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. don't YOLO the stack just in case it doesn't work out on that front. And look, the Solana network, once you load up some capital into it, it's so cheap and quick if you can get a transaction through to transact upon on a lot of these things. So far, I'm just kind of.
You know what I noticed, bro? BNB meme coins are no longer as hot as they used to be. Solana's taken over, bro, as far as meme coins goes.
Yeah, so Solana's been a meme coin factory.
Yeah. And this cycle, last time it used to be like you mentioned, you cited Baby Doge and all these other meme tokens. A lot of those were on BNB, homie. So it may be that you're right. I mean, dude, Solana's, you're right. It's a meme factory now. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm waiting for that one banger meme token for this year's election. You know, there's little things like Joe Biden and Donald. Was it Dolan Trump and whatever else on that? I haven't seen one. I'm like, oh shit, that one's fucking hilarious for this year's political cycle. But somebody's gonna come up with one.
Yeah, eventually, bro. Eventually, man. I see 110 people here in the chat. Make sure you suckers like this freaking video, subscribe to my channel, follow my homie Mr. Angry Twinkie. You can find me on Twitter at USCrypto_boogie. You can find me on Instagram on the same handle. Rumble is just crypto_boogie. And dude, Twinkie, where can they find you at?
Yeah. At Mr. Angry Twinkie on socials. And I will be doing another stream what's today? Thursday. It's a day that ends in Y. So it's a day I'm working. I'll run one on Saturday for it's like those Telegram notifications at minimum and just talk about a few other things we got going on. Also, I want to do another, music theory type lesson background on some stuff. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter. If you're in certain Telegram groups, you can, feel free to drop me a line. More than happy to chat and just talk about crypto, music, AI, whatever.
Fabulous. All right, cats. This is a badass freaking stream. We dropped a lot of freaking alpha, man. Hope you guys take this home and use it as homework. This is not financial advice. It's only for educational purposes only. And we will catch you on the flip side. Hit it, Twinksters.